Welcome all of you class. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. In class 12, I am going to explain a chapter and the name of the chapter is The Challenges of National Building. Class, India was got independence on 15 August 1947. And on that day, Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was addressing the nation. He was addressing the Constituent Assembly at the midnight of 14 to 15 August 1947. In this Constituent Assembly, he was addressing the nation and he was giving his famous speech, Test with the Destiny. And now India was got independence on 15 August 1947. Independence come with the partition. The British India, which was a very vast country, was now going to divide it into two parts, India and Pakistan. Class, when our country got the independence, before the independence, there is a common consensus among the citizens that India should be ruling according to democratic method, and there is a common consensus among the people that after the independence, India will run according to a democratic way, and the common welfare of common people should be ensured, basically for the disadvantaged community class. Independence come with the partition. The country was going in the violence, and our leaders have a challenge how they will handle this. Class, after the independence, India have three challenges. The first is to save a nation. The second challenge is to establish democracy, to establish democracy, and the third challenge is class, to ensure the well-being of all. Class, after the independence, India have these three challenges. First is to save a nation. Class, India is a multicultural, multilinguistic, multi-religion country, and the peoples are different from one another. Some peoples are living in the nearest the forest, some peoples living in as a tribal community, somewhere Banjaras. So how this diverse population can live in a single nation? Okay, this was the first challenges for our independent country. Class, there are 565 princely states among the country, and now Britishers were ready to leave the India, and he was we have two types of territory. First is the princely states and the second is the provincial, British provincial states. The princely state have 565 princely state in our country class, and now Britishers were going, and this paramountcy was lapsed in this country, and now these princes and nawabs are free. They remain free or joined to India and Pakistan. They have their own decision. So this was a big challenge for us, how we convince other princes and nawabs to join India class. Class, it was very difficult for us how we convince these different rajas and nawabs in a one single countries, because legally they are free. Okay, so to convince, the work of convincing was taken by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was a grand personality, he was a diplomat, and he was trying to best to convince most of the Rajas and Nawabs in Indian territory. And that is why he was known as the Iron Man of India. He was doing the work of unification of India class. The second challenge is to establish a democracy. Class, India was ruled previously by the Rajas and Nawab, but when the colonial master were come in our country, he was introduced in our country a parliamentary form of government class, and limited right to vote is also available for Indians, for only some people, some people. So during colonial rule, we learn many things from the Britishers, how we run the government in a democratic way class. That is why after the independence, India chosen the path of democracy. Someone saying that democracy is only for those countries who are modern, prosperous, literate, but India is a poor, illiterate and backward country, so there is no possibility of success of democracy in a country. So our leader, after this, chooses the toughest path. Now we will organize a democratic election. We was organize a democratic election in our country. We choosing the toughest path, and Shiv Kumar Sen was become the first United Nations Conference class. Now we are going to explain another topic, and the name of this topic is to ensure the well-being of entire society. Class, this was a big challenge for our country, because when Britishers were going from India, so they left a ruined economy for us. You already studied in the class 10 that how Britishers were destroy our agriculture, our textile industry, and how they destroy our जो घरेलू उद्योग थे, how they destroy them small scale productions only for their own profit class. So third challenges is to ensure the well-being of entire society. Okay, कि हमारे कंट्री के इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट की चैलेंजेस थी. ठीक है, हाउ वी प्लान फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ आवर रूइन इकोनॉमी which was left by the Britishers. So after all, we are choosing the path of planned development. We are following the 5-year model Panchvarshi Yojana and implement this for the development of our country. And the third challenge is also, the history of India is suffering from casteism. So many peoples related to who are living near the forest, near the mountains, most of the time they were cut off from the mainstream of the society. So this was a big problem, कि how we convince them, how we merge them with the mainstream of society, how we ensure the development of this disadvantaged community. We have a big problem class, ki how we ensure the well-being of all, basically for the disadvantaged group, for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBC and other backward class. So this is the third challenges class. And in our constitution we will try to make so many measures for the protection of their rights. Our constitution provides so many things, and our government is also doing so many affirmative actions, like providing reservations in the jobs, in the government jobs, in the legislative assembly, or in the parliament class. So this is the third challenges for us. So you are looking, India was got the independence, and this independence come with the partition, and India have these major 3 challenges class. Next thing we will discuss here, the partition of our country class. 15 August 1947, India is divided into, the British India is divided into 2 parts, India and Muslims, which was based on the theory of two-nation theory. According to this, India is a land, British India is a land of 2 peoples, 2 types of peoples. One is Muslim and other is non-Muslims, okay, Hindus. So the Muslim League was demanding, the Muslim League was demanding separate Pakistan for Muslim class. So India is divided between Pakistan and Hindustan, and this was on the principle of religious majority. Pakistan is made for the Muslims, and Hindustan is made for Hindus class, for non-Muslim class. So class, next thing class, we will going to discuss the process of partition. Okay class, process of partition. What are the process of partition? Class, first of all, there are some problems, because in all over the British India there was not any single area where Muslims were in majority. So it was just difficult for recognize such place. But our leader were deciding कि in eastern Pakistan, in our British India, the eastern part and western part have some area where the Muslims were in the majority. So it was decided that eastern Pakistan is made on the eastern side of the British India, and western Pakistan was made on the western part of our British India class. So these are the two Muslim dominant area. But this is the first problem. Okay class, now come on the second problem. Second problem is that all the Muslim majority area was not ready to go with the Pakistan, like a northern western frontier Pakistan, whose undisputed and popular leader Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was not ready go with the Pakistan. He was opposed it, but his voice was ignored, and now northern western frontier Pakistan was going with the Pakistan against the wishes of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He was follower of truth, non-violence, and he was the undisputed leader among the Muslims, but his voice was ignored class. Now come on the third thing. The third problem is class कि in both the area we are which we are recognizing like we are recognizing these areas as a Pakistan. So there is a problem here कि most of the non-Muslims were also in the majority in these area. So it was a very difficult problem how we separate the two different countries, one for Muslims like a Pakistan. So, and a fourth problem is the minorities of both the community. In both the community there was a minority, like in our Pakistan, Hindus and Sikhs, Isai were also in the minorities, and in India Muslims are in the minority. So both sides of the minority is a big problem, because within a short notice they were saying, the government was saying to leave their country. Basically in the Pakistan, where the Muslim leaders were ordered the non-Muslim to please leave the nation within short period of notice. So peoples were not because the decision of partition was not pre-planned. So within a short notice the governments were saying to leave the nation. So peoples were now feel alienated in their own country from where they were living from the thousands years. Their forefathers were living from the thousands years, now where he was enforced to leave their house, leave their lands class. So these are the problem related partition related issues. Partition is unplanned. Most of the leaders were saying that this is a simple problem, but this was a huge problem. In this partition, 80 lakhs people were migrated from one part to another part of country class. This was the biggest migration all over the world. 5 to 10 lakhs people were killed. This partition related communal violence. So these are the consequences of partition. Consequences of partition. So next thing, the consequences of partition. So 20 80 lakhs people were migrated. This is the consequences. This is the biggest migration in all over the world. Lahore, Amritsar and Kolkata was converted as a communal zone, and basically when women, the minorities, when we are moving from Pakistan to India, they were attacked, they were suffering from the different type of violence. Many were abducted, their women's family were broken out, children lost their parents. Okay, so women which were abducted by their abductor, now abductor was forced to marriages in their family. So this was a big problem for both the country, how the people, the common people were suffering from the communal violence. Women were raped, murdered, and in many families the women's the parents kill their daughter for the family honor class. So on those days, the many writers, poets, filmmakers will write about their experience of partition, and they bravely write everything. You are looking in your book like a movie, Garm Hawa, where Salim Mirza was a traders, how he was decided कि he will remain in India, but he was a Muslim, so here his trade was destroyed because no one giving loan them for trade. So now his business was destroyed, or all over the life he was suffering. His mother, his daughter, his family was suffering due to economical crisis of family, because due to partition he was decided to stay with the India, but he was still suffering because no one giving them loan. So similarly, there were so many consequences. Writers were saying this is a partition of heart class. Partition of country is a partition of heart. Partition of country is the division of heart class. It was a very painful. Everything is divided between India and Pakistan. Table, chair, pins, railway staff, railways. Everything is going to divided between India and band, police band. Everything is going to divided between India and Pakistan. And when the Muslims were leaving our country, so after the leaving, 12% of the whole population was still remain with the India. It means कि after the going of Musalman, India will not become automatically a Hindu nation. After the going the Musalman, there was 12% of the population still a Musalman, and so many other communities like Sikh, Isai, Buddha, Jain were also living here. So, so India is remain a secular country, and the welfare of all should be secular. Our leaders were ensure to Muslims and Sikh and Isai, India is a secular country, and everyone is allowed to live here without fear. And our leaders were initially give their intention that India is remain a secular country, and our leaders saying to Musalman there is no need, if they don't want to, there is no need to leave the country. So after this class, India remain a secular country. We choose the path of democracy where the rulers are elected by the peoples. And India, today you are looking the number of Musliman is more in comparison to Pakistan in India class. Thank you.